tres, dos, uno. We are jumping on now. I am going live, though I don't know. You know, I'm never sure.
I've always wanted to be a real boy.
I mean, that's...
I want to live.
No, I'm gonna be a real boy. Hi. Hello, everybody.
Hello. I'm
hello.
not allowed to talk.
You are allowed to talk. I don't know if they'll hear you, but you're allowed to try your very best. They can tell us. Actually, yeah, do the standard thing where you let us know if the sound is where it should be. You should also be hearing tavern music in the background. You don't know this, Maddie, because you can't hear.
Why don't I get
side.
tavern music?
You don't get tavern music. You can play it for yourself, I guess, but you get none from me. Okay?
You're so mean.
I mean, that's just how this thing works. You know this relationship. I take and I take and I take. But yeah. Hey everybody. I hope you all having a nice week. What's going on? Family Williams and then Ruby Ashes. Hello. How are you? Marianara.
You're quiet.
Yes. Are you?
Or
quiet?
I'm loud. We're not balanced, basically.
No, somebody
I'm
said
louder
audio
than
seems
you.
perfect. Well, I met from
Maybe
the
I'm just
Monster Monkey. I hope you're all having an amazing day. I'm starting a hood like the one you made with Living Anachronism. Yeah, that is good. That little hood design he made is really it's super easy to do. I was surprised, like when I pulled out all that junk there and the scraps to give it a shot, like that wasn't staged. I was just like, I want to try a thing. And I
edited that. That wasn't staged. You
No.
stabbed yourself with pins a bunch.
I did stab Mike trying to slide the stupid hood on. I was like, oh.
Even in a video just about looking for inspiration, you still managed to injure yourself.
I mean, whatever. Lennybug, what's up? Hello. Everyone's jumping on now. Hello, everyone.
William said you made them want to start creating.
Oh. Thank
William, what's your creation of choice?
Yeah, what do you make? What type of stuff do you like to create? I guess.
Life. No.
Life. I create life. She's just very like Dr. Frankenstein. I like to take dead things and I put them together, and then I hit
You
them with
inspired me to hunt people down, murder them, and take their body parts to make perfect creations in the dark of night.
It must be fresh. Maybe it's who gets the leather scraps. Yeah, man. We're gonna pick those this upcoming episode. We should actually do the drawing. I'll record the drawing later tonight, maybe. So we'll
instead of drawing a stream.
I could do the drawing on the stream, but then I'd have to set it up, and there'd be a lot of me just staring at the screen going. So, yeah.
Yeah, my mic is really low quality on the stream.
Are you listening to yourself?
Yeah.
So full of yourself.
Yeah.
Hello from expensive San Diego. I
obsessive.
want to go to San Diego. So we're expensive here too. I'm in Massachusetts, but we're also cold. So you win. Like you just win. I'll pay whatever.
It's technically expensive here and warm.
Well, it's only expensive there because alligator insurance or whatever you crazy Floridians have to get up to.
Yes, ye old alligator insurance.
Ye old alligator insurance. I think that's just like a stout rake, right? Just like, yeah, be gone.
We don't have rakes. Leaves don't fall. You you get hit by a falling palm frond and then you die. That's it.
It's just like there is no take backsies here in Florida. You die.
Yeah, I watched someone almost get hit by one recently. I was on campus and they fall without warning. So there was just this girl just walking on the sidewalk and you just hear crash and she's just like pressed back where this massive palm frond is like falling in front of her. And I'm like, welcome to Florida.
Up here we have that with ice. So my boy Brett here, he's up in New Hampshire. He knows. You like go out and you slam the door too hard or whatever if you have a pitched roof, and then you run because you hear it coming. You're like, woo! Those sheets of ice come down. I've had it before where I shut the door and like before you step out, it all falls and it's like shoots off the roof. So you like if you started to run, it would just clip you. So you wait. It goes. I'm like, good.
Good.
I've survived the day. Oh, what's going on, everybody?
Midwest is best for living expenses. We have cold but no gators. That sounds like the worst of both worlds.
Did you get there? You got there? That's nice. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I like the gators. I like the danger.
She's. The gators, I'm sure, don't like her. She like sits and tries to feed them meat pies, just throwing stuff at them.
They're very unappreciative.
So, Joshua Wayne says he can't wait to see my next project. But when you come to the live stream, you get to see
the next project.
You get to see snippets of next project. In fact,
so now you don't have to wait.
Rock and R's workshop just came on because the next project is actually for him. Hold on a second. I want to show you what he made. Hold on. How's homie gonna send me this big ass sword? Look at this. This thing is dope. Big old wooden Viking sword.
I feel like that's less of a you would what is it?
It is a bludgeoning stick.
You would blice people.
Blice, yeah, bludgeon slice. Just
yep.
This thing would do some damage. But he got me this. He didn't get me. He made me with his hands.
With his hands.
With his hands. Both
with
of
his
them.
making hands.
This beautiful sword. And then he was like, hey, because he made two of them, one for me. I didn't know one was for me, actually. I thought he was just sending it to me so I can use it for measurements. And then it was
you thought he was just using you.
I was being used. I was all right with it. This is a kink, I guess. But maker used. Like, ooh, make me a project. Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, naughty.
And yet you won't make me boots.
You
promised me
boots.
And then as soon as you got the opportunity to make boots, you're like, I'm making me boots.
So guys don't get good boots. They're so hard to find good man boots. I'm making good man boots for myself. But anyways, there is a sword, and he's like, hey, I need a sheath though for a sword of the same size, for a friend of his, which I am making. In fact, rocking out. Ooh, I just cut myself. I have my cricket maker here, and one of the blades is sticking up. How are you gonna cut yourself on a live stream doing nothing? I feel bad for me. I've made a sheath that fits your sword. I don't want to. I've made a sheath that fits your sword. 'Tis not done yet, for I am going to wrap it now in cordage, and I'm going to put a little rune name tag here, which we discussed for the name. But yes, this is your leather sheath. It fits upon your blade perfectly, almost like it was made to, right? It fits exquisitely good.
I'm still just dealing with the disappointment of you managing to cut yourself just by reaching back to grab a sheath.
It's real deep. It was the deep cut knife.
Yeah, I can see how much it's bleeding.
It hurts real bad, but I'm just gonna power. We're gonna power.
You're just used to it.
Oh man. It's even in its little thing. How did I do it? Okay. But yeah, that is what we're doing. That is the next part. Don't judge me. You don't know until you've walked a mile in my bloody shoes. Just
your man boot.
my bloody man boots. Oh, it hurts so bad.
Go get a Band-Aid or stitches or something.
No, we're here. This is fine. Our closet cosplay had a nasty tornado here in Dallas. Oh, okay, in Dallas. Survived minimal casualties. Welcome to tornado. Minimal. So very rarely do I have weather things in which we're like minimal casualties. So high fives all around, huh?
High fives all around. Really? That's pretty.
I mean, yeah, that's
here.
A Florida thing. I know we.
Honestly, just not even like events. Just daily.
We generally know when the snow is happening. And then we just, like, retire to the fact that it is happening, and we hide. And that's it. Most people live.
Yeah.
The vast majority do.
Minimal casualties.
Minimal, I guess. Yeah, minimal cash. The super glue. Yeah, I have bandages somewhere. I
You
doubt they're
probably
nearby.
used them all.
Probably. I had this really cool thing where you pulled on the bandage and it automatically took the little paper things off of it so that it was ready to wrap around you. So it was like, in a bind and you're bleeding here, you want to just do it one-handed and be like, Sah. Yeah.
That's really sad.
Whatever. Our classic cosplay, I thought I put it away. It even has this little cap on. I literally have no idea how it happened. I'm gonna show you. This is how it was sitting. The blade is inside of here. I have no idea. It like psychically cut me. I don't understand what happened.
This is what I deal with. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm not. This is what I deal with.
You know what?
Every time that I'm waiting for him to finish the build, and he's been quiet for longer than a few hours, I'm like, I wonder if he's alive.
That time you thought I was dead when I was working on the Hell Pig?
Yeah, when I thought you exploded. Because you were supposed to meet with another friend, and it was like, you didn't show up. You didn't show up for the rest of the night, and you wouldn't respond. So I was like, did you explode?
Hello, are you dead? I came back to all these
the last
messages
thing
being like, are you
dead? The last thing you sent me was like, okay, I'm gonna go mess with pressurized gauges and stuff. If I don't respond, I probably blew up. And then you didn't respond for like the rest of the day.
I didn't mean there to be so much suspense. I apologize. But
I think I don't think I was the panicked one. I think the friend that you missed because they knew you were working with explosive things as well.
True.
So when they messaged me and they're like, "Is he okay?" I'm like,
oh,
I don't know.
Care. That's nice. That's nice to know.
And then I sent you a message and I said, "Did you explode?" And you didn't respond for the rest of the day. I was like, "Hey, he exploded."
I think I now own Skill Tree by myself.
It's gonna be a very different channel because Maddie doesn't know how to do stuff. You mentioned wanting to do a potential series like that, and we have opposing viewpoints of how that should be done, where you think it should be kind of like informative of like person does thing, like actually like teaching moment where you observe Maddie in her natural habitat as she learns how to. I think it should be like, let's laugh at Maddie while she doesn't know what she's doing and spitefully tries anyway.
So
maybe we can find some place in the middle.
You know, a day drinking with yeah, man. So day drinking with Skill Tree, that, and also Brett, you're making your own Hell Pig. I say, at some point, you're just up in New Hampshire. You just let me know. We'll go out for drinks and stuff, and we can commiserate on all of the burn scars from your Hell Pig.
If you're ever down near the Miami area, we can commiserate on not injuring yourself.
If you aren't injuring yourself,
it's funny.
Not doing anything.
That is true. Honestly, like I give him shit all the time for injuring himself. I'm extremely injury prone. I hurt my head this weekend because I went down a slide and I was racing a friend, and it was one of those slides that was like a tube. So I tried to do the thing where like you push your hands, go faster, and I sat up, and
Smart.
I'm an adult in a slide mostly for children.
Okay.
So I hit my head real hard.
So I damaged myself crafting things, and you damaged yourself just being an idiot.
Yeah, I damaged myself experiencing life.
Sucking the marrow from life.
Meanwhile, you're in your basement,
Like a troll.
stabbing yourself with blades that don't exist. At least I hurt myself with real things.
Scars build character. They're like tattoos that I don't say.
Is that the kind of character you want to build? Is cutting yourself with blades that don't exist for no reason?
What a story, right? But like, as there I was, just reaching for a sword when an invisible blade cut me. A bunch of people saw it.
And people will be like,
"You're crazy."
What?
Yeah, no. They most of the things I say, I think people think I'm crazy. So this.
It wouldn't be impressive. It would just be confusing. Because they just wouldn't believe you.
It's true. They're like, so you're a crazy person. That's good. That's nice.
Or just you don't want to admit that you hurt yourself in some dumb way. So
the
you're
blades around you right now. Are they talking?
I see them in my
They're
sleep.
in my dreams. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure people who work with me think I'm crazy anyways. Like, my stream setup here with, like, all my nerd junk in the background, that's my professional setup. Like, I'm on, like, business calls and stuff, and I'm like, yes, well, fourth quarter, I think we were a little bit down.
There's like glowing purple
yeah,
and
I have,
green.
like, glowing purple here, and there's a little flame in the background. There's a little Bulbasaur here, and, like, very, very serious business.
I think we've established that you're like the cool teacher
I
in
don't know about
in your job.
See, this our closet cosplay knows. No craft is complete without
What's the
injury.
drink recipe for the blue? Message redacted. It's gone. It was the one Crowds gave you.
Okay. Yeah, that is a sour drink basically, like the parts for it. So that is.
I actually posted the recipe in the skill tree.
Yeah.
Discord at one point. It's probably in culinary.
So the sour mix is basically even parts, a sweet, a sour, and your liquor. So this one's like heavily liquor. It's like the blue curacao makes the blue. The sour in it is lemon, and what is the rest of it? Do you have it as high potion? Is what it's called. Have a look. It is from the
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy cookbook. So that's where it is from, and it's called the High Potion. But I will find it and I will post it. It's hard for me right now because my screens are all set up for the streaming, and I'm afraid if I push buttons, I will blow up. I've already cut myself on invisible knives. Sorry, y'all don't want to see blood. You're all up for going out for drinks. Yeah, we go out for drinks. High Elixir. Good job. That's right, High Elixir.
I think I found it.
All right.
No.
Mastery of Clever.
I found the one that I drank.
Oh, the mystery of me. What do I do? What is my day job? I am I fight like necromancers. You know, it's one of those, like, you know how they hire hackers to find hackers. You know what I mean? So they find like
necromancers.
Yeah, I have to find like liches, demi-liches, things like that. That's kind of what I do. Hey, Crowds is here. That's good timing.
Crowds.
The
Crowds!
high elixir.
High potion thing. Can you post it it in the skill tree Discord in culinary? Yeah. The recipe.
Yeah, that. Blue
Hello,
drink.
honey. He's home.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Hello, darling.
On a different note, though, I also do marketing.
Just on the side gig?
It's my side gig.
Did you pick up another thing? We're so busy.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna.
You can't give up the necromancing stuff. Like, the world will fall apart.
I'm really good at that, though. There's way fewer liches nowadays.
That's true.
So like if you in your daily life, if you don't run into liches that are trying to like capture your soul or make you undead or whatever, you're welcome. That's me. I did that. So.
Yeah, Marianara made a skill tree cookbook where she's actually been collecting all of the.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the pinned messages.
I'm gonna have to start putting out more things then for you.
So it's in the pinned messages in the culinary. I just remembered, yeah.
I didn't know.
Because it's been a while since anyone's mentioned it.
That's pretty slick. All right. Well, there we go. Now we know where it is. The Discord in general.
Actually,
I need to jump on a lot more. This.
You have me.
Month.
You don't need to pay attention to anything. You're just like, Maddie, what's going on?
Maddie has taken over my emails at this point. She's like, give me your passwords. I'm like, why? She's like, because you don't.
He's like, because you don't answer your email.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning. She goes, this person messaged you. This person messaged you. You need to respond to this one. I'm like, all right.
How does it feel having a secretary?
I'm just gonna outsource my life. The Witcher is strong with this one. Yes, necromancer, fighter. It looks cooler on a resume. Honestly, it does. Right.
I wonder how would you word that on a resume?
Here's the cool thing, and this is a thing that I highly recommend all of you do at some point. It doesn't matter what of. Start a business. Any business. right? Just, you know, whatever. Because once you begin a business, like an LLC or something, you can name your own levels within the corporation. Like,
Oh, that's right. What did we name ours? I forget.
I'm like the
we
Grand Overlord or something like that. Like that is my official title on my taxes.
I don't think we ever. I don't think
Grand
we.
Overlord.
I don't think we ever filed the official like internal structure organization
Which is
documents
actually
that
due
would
this
let
month.
us do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For this
but
month.
like,
Yeah.
but we can totally do that.
Yeah. Like
well,
you
what
can-
was mine? I forget.
I think you were like the Grand Vizier or something or other. Like we
Yeah,
really
we
puffed up
took
our
like it
titles.
was like president and vice president where like we had to initial it on when we were making the LLC. So we're like, cool, what can we call it that goes with those initials?
It's good. So yeah.
It's
or
good.
like
Start
a
your own business. It genuinely goes. I mean, even if it's just something small, if it goes on a resume.
Yeah, man, it was stupid easy to do. We were really drunk on Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yeah, we were like, let's just fill out some paperwork and then
Start
it
a
has monetary
business.
consequences.
Yeah, and we're now business married, and I can't revoke. So this is where we are now.
Yeah, we're business married, skill trees our kid. We're
Yup.
bad parents.
That means are all of you our kids?
Wait, no, they're like, I don't know, like, cause if skill
Because
tree.
they are a skill tree. Without them, skill tree just kind of doesn't exist. It's just me talking.
But
in my
it's hard to
basement.
conceptualize because like it's skill trees our kid. Are they like are all parts of our kid? Or are they like our kids' best friends that we have to adopt from like parents that don't take care of them, so they're also technically
I'll
our
cook you
kid?
dinner. It's fine. So Brett, I'm very curious if you're using a flamethrower from your work. Where's your fork? Because not a lot of jobs are like, all right, day one over there are the keys right there. That's some paperwork you have to fill out. Don't forget your flamethrower. Like that's a cool place to work. I would be the Grandmaster of Dopeness. Yes, for my company. God.
For God. Yes, we call
Perfect.
each other God all the time.
Yes.
Like when we're having long days, we're like, no, I'm a God.
Yeah, it's true. It's how we recenter and make ourselves feel better. About
Yeah, it's like,
ourselves.
no, we can do this. I'm a God.
Yeah, I'm just master of all I perceive. All right, I've officially clotted
If you were a God, what would you be the God of?
everything, all of it,
All of it?
and everything.
You can't have all of it. I'm also a God.
I did. Yeah, well, no, you're like a lesser god then, because
No.
all of it. You encompass part of all of it. So yeah, I'm sorry.
So I'm all
I
of
called
it.
it.
I'm
Next time,
the
don't
God of all
ask.
of it.
No, then I'm the god of you, because I'm the god of all of it.
And I'm the God of you.
No, that's not how that works. You can't
Yeah.
twist my words. I am clever.
You think you can apply logic to godliness? You're the God of me,
It's like the
and I'm the
supreme
God of you.
logic.
And we're both the God of everything.
Anyways, can we get a thumbs up for the guy building a forge with a weed burn? Yeah, man, the weed burn is what's up.
He
Why
has
did
the
that work?
flamethrower for
They
getting rid of
s-
snow.
They sell them for winter. Oh man, I want to append just badass flamethrowers to my plow. Like I have a little
Do
snow
it.
plow and just have it go.
You already have like a trebuchet in your backyard.
I do. Yeah, no, it's a ballista. I need to get on my trebuchet game.
Yeah, it's true.
I've been requested a trebuchet, and that's a thing that should happen.
Sorry, I'm confused from last night's D&D game where we talked a lot about like I got confused with different siege engines.
So someone's like, you're like, put it in a trebuchet. They're like, do you mean the catapult? I think that was a little pedantic. They're pretty close to similar. Trebuchet uses like a little counterbalance, where the catapult uses like a winch and tension system. Pretty sure that's the differentiator. Perfect thing for the comments to talk about. Please list all the differences between a
No, I
catapult
want to
and
know.
a
I want to
trebuchet.
know. Catapult versus trebuchet. What side you picking?
I'm picking the trebuchet because
No.
you don't. I'm just saying. I
No.
want to pick one.
I don't care about your opinion. I want to know about the monkeys.
How dare you? My opinion's the other. I can mute you. I'm not gonna, but I could. There's the god. Maddie is a demigod. Yes, thank you. Perfect.
I control
Brian
too much
knows
of his
what's up.
life for me to be a demigod.
No, that's exactly. You're my servant. We've already just said you serve.
No, but I control it. I don't direct. I don't like help you with it. I control it.
I mean, you told me to answer my emails. I haven't answered any of them yet.
Sounds like you're just a bad servant.
I do need to get. I need to get on one group of messages especially, because y'all, I posted that I've been posting on TikTok. I've got 2 whole posts on TikTok now. And that bag of excellent expansion, yo, people want that thing real bad. So I knee-jerk.
Did I just set you a follow-up?
Yeah, like there.
I forgot to put that into your little email thing this morning because I was editing.
They're like, do you want to use us or not? I got to get a quote from them to find out how much it costs to make bags.
I imagine it's probably going to be a lot, considering they're probably expecting a normal-ass bag, and you're like, no, but it expands, though.
You're going to need a lot of waxed canvas. You have waxed canvas.
They're like, sir, this is the professional business.
I am a professional. I am the Grand Vizier of Skilltree. Here's my title. It's perfect. This works out. All of them are technically catapults. Trebuchet use long arms and a counterweight. Those use torsion and ballista use tension. Well, there. So you weren't wrong.
I prefer the D&D version where you use magic. There's a spell called catapult.
Just whatever. She just magics it. She's like, I don't have to figure out how to make it because magic makes it work.
That's what magic's for.
I know, but
I love that argument in fantasy worlds. Is like, if there is magic and you can make it do these things, then technological advances probably fall really behind. Especially like, imagine like there's just no like medicine science or anything when you can have healing magic.
I heard a great one on how it was like this whole long video essay about the world of Harry Potter. And basically that, like, magic has ruined this society, and this is why. Like, showing how back in almost medieval times a lot of their structures are and a lot of their things are. It's like, as a society, they have paused. Like, they've just stopped advancing because magic does everything, and nobody has to figure out anything new. Just magic does it. Which is kind of why I really
A wizard did it.
Yeah, a wizard did it. Kind of why I really like Cornelius for the TikToks, because he's
just tried his best in a magic world.
Magic. He's like, I'm gonna make my own thing. I don't need magic.
He's like, how would you do this without magic?
Yeah. Which is basically what I do anyways. I'm like, I want a magic thing, but I don't has the magics that I'm allowed to use in front of all of you normal folk.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, even just mentioning it, I'm afraid that's a deduction.
I mean, if they have any problems with it, it'll just automatically be redacted, you know.
Yeah, but you broke contract.
I mean, can you ever break contract? Because magic.
I don't know, Kirsten very nearly broke contract.
No, Kirsten's genius, and what he did was smart.
He erased himself from existence to avoid
that
breaking
part
contract.
Was less smart.
He had to hide in a library for months, so no one would remember him.
Brett, making a bag of excellent expansions is a great.
He ate only apples.
I highly recommend working. Did you? Wait. Oh, that's not to me. I'm reading somebody else's messages now. Did you find the black pipe? They want to know.
Not everything's about you.
That's not right, right?
I mean, you just proved it.
I mean, if I stay still, like if I was able to float, everything would just kind of revolve around me, right? Like it's just.
No, you're cute.
Oh, that's how the universe works.
Someone never developed some of his thinky brain parts.
Whatever.
Some of your brain's still smooth.
You got such a smooth brain. Oh, so pretty.
Like a pebble.
Oh, such a smooth brain. Well, shit. Yeah, maybe. There are times like where I cut myself doing absolutely nothing that, yeah, in my own head, I'm like, you idiot. I did one the other day. Oh, when I was making the book, the magic book recently, I specifically told myself, don't glue the back of the book yet because we have to wrap the fabric around it. And I'm happily working.
And you glue the back of the book.
I'm letting it dry, and I go to open everything back up. I'm like, huh. You dumbass. So then I'm there with a knife, like trying to cut away the glue so it doesn't look. You'll notice it, the back page at one point I show myself wrapping the fabric around it, and the back of it's all ripped up and stuff because I had to cut the glue. Like a dumbass.
Like a dumbass.
I do a lot of that. It's the worst when I do it for like a leather project. I did it actually. Bag of Excellent Expansion. It just so happened to work out okay. I installed one of the panels the wrong way. Everything was wrong. It was the first one I put together, but I'm like, I can't take it all apart because all the holes are there now, and I just messed up the leather, and it would like totally move everything. You'd see where I messed up. So I'm like, that's where you live now, and I just made the other side to work with it, and then I made everything else work extra. Like I had to reconfigure some stuff to make it all work. I was so mad at me. So eager to use my sewing machine that I'm just like, yay, sewing! And I didn't look at which way the stupid thing was facing. I was very upset. Yeah, no, it was a bad job. It was a very bad job. I'm excited for the person who wins the leather scrap. Because
I'm excited for you to be able to make anything other than leather, just all the time, everything. Like literally every project you make, we talk about it. And then I go to edit it, and somehow, some way, you found a way to put. It can be even just like it's an obsession at this point, like cordage even. Like you'll find a way.
So, there's two reasons for it. One, leather's super easy to work with. Once you've gotten used to working with leather, it's just like the go-to. Like I can make this look pretty instantly.
Wasn't this called skill tree and all about leveling up and getting used to like working with new materials?
This is part. I have 3 years worth of scrap leather. No lie, like it is a stupid amount of scrap leather. I have bins.
Hence the giveaway.
Yeah, I have bins of scrap leather. I might just as a surprise pick more than one person to win. Because I have enough of it. So much leather. So
I can't wait for when you give it all away. And then the next project, you're like, it's already, the habit's already there. So you're just like, I want to add leather to this. It doesn't feel complete without leather.
But it's yes, Brett. Leather is a good medium. It is just it.
You should set some aside. And then we should try to go to a convention or something and like give away the keychains.
I would very much like to go to. I think we've talked about it before. If we go to a LARP,
and then set up like a thing to help people make their own keychains and stuff.
Yeah, just like leather craft in general. Yeah, if we do it with the scraps, it'd be great. Like if I pre-cut all of the keychain rounds or something, and people can tool it themselves, that'd be fun.
Watch people just mangle leather. I'm sure that'll be good for your soul.
Just like...
You hate when people mangle leather.
I do. So it is like a medium taken from a living thing, and I'm very not the person who will waste. Like I'll make myself sick before I throw away food. Like I'm just especially like plant matter not as much, but animal. Like I'm very respectful.
I remember when you went to like a barbecue down in the South, and they had huge portions. You ordered the small, and it was not small. And you're like,
huge. Yeah, and I'm watching other people like get ready to throw stuff away. I'm like, don't do that.
And you're like, you were hungry. No, I wasn't.
So sick. Oh man. But yeah, like if I find like good bones and stuff too, like if we boil beef or whatever, we have the beef bones left over. Like I still have I keep them because they make great little project tools and stuff too. Yeah. Total.
I'm annoyed because whenever I buy a rotisserie chicken, I like to make stock out of it.
Yeah.
But we don't have room in our fridge.
Brett.
So.
What medieval fair in New Hampshire? I know not of this. I know of King Richard's Fair that's in south of me. It's like an hour and a half south of me. What town is that? Anyways, but I don't know of one in New Hampshire. We should totally go. Thank you for making mistakes too. I was binge watching your channel. Oh, so many mistakes.
We leave most of the mistakes in.
Oh yeah.
That they get caught on camera, or like those become features.
Yeah, I make a lot of mistakes just all the time. Sometimes we don't, like, I won't linger on them very long. Like, I'll say when something's giving me trouble or whatever, mostly because our episodes are already kind of long, and YouTube tends to smack you if you start losing retention. Yeah, if you're too long. So I have to cut some of them out, and I want to get good information on. So sometimes the mistakes are the thing to get chopped. But I usually will let you know that I screwed stuff up. Every project. I haven't done one project yet where I was like, this went seamlessly, perfect.
Yeah, that one.
No, perfect. But
I would really appreciate some seamless projects.
I know.
You're traveling soon, so.
I know.
Which we have to talk about.
We do have to talk about. But first, real quick though, a project isn't a failure until you stopped, right? If you did something where a failure is an end point.
Or until you cut yourself on imaginary blades.
You keep going.
Then it's probably the universe telling you to take a break.
Probably.
At least a break. Maybe not stop, but take a break.
But yeah, if you're working on something and it goes wrong, like that's just another step in the process of getting it done. If you stick with it and you get it done, it wasn't a failure, right? You still finished it and you still got the thing done.
And you learned.
It was bumpy.
That's the biggest part.
Yeah, for sure. But yes, the business we must talk about. So I, in my professional business life,
he has to go kill some liches.
I have to go hunt liches.
They're a bit further than normal, so he's going to be gone for a lot of the next month.
Yes, almost the entirety of the month I will be living out of a hotel, traveling around, battling liches in various places. So it will be difficult for me to do this. Skill tree, we're trying to get enough ahead, and I'll be coming home on weekends, so I should still be able to do projects. It'll probably be shorter projects just during this upcoming month. But I will be traveling during the week when this would be taking place. So what we're trying to figure out is whether we want to have her just cover...
Have a name.
Her. Just cover the stream if you guys are interested in that.
Call me by my title.
I can try. The Grand Vizier. I can try to message in from my hotel room via the iPad, in which case you'd have to run the OBS and I would have to jump on the Discord, potentially. Yeah, there's a whole setup here. So just letting you know, it's up in the air what we're going to do right now. We might pause some of it.
Yeah, we might take a break from the streams because it would be a finagle for... I mean...
It's hard.
We could take a break and then come back with a bang.
Yeah, that's the
But we don't know what we would come back with a bang with.
Yeah, so if we were to take a break, I would like to come back with something kind of exciting and big.
Idea.
What?
We've been talking about doing an auction.
Ooh.
We could like make that go live during the stream. I don't know about like closing it during the stream because I want people to in different time zones to have the opportunity to try. But like opening it up and actually like revealing all the things for sale. That could be something we work towards.
That'd be fun. Yeah, because I got a lot of stuff.
I mean, you could even just do bags of scrap leather.
It's true. Just
because it'd be probably less expensive than people buying it straight.
Yeah,
it's just scrap leather.
Scrap leather. I can do like a larger prize of actually like a roll of good leather, like a the scrap leather's good leather too. They're just small, but like a roll of leather aside or something.
Some leather tools.
Things we've made, some tools. Yeah, I can put.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Do like a little Christmas in what would it be, May?
Why not? I'm sure we can find some kind of fun holiday to tie it to if we want.
And then
we'll make up our own, and we'll do it every year.
Like do like fancy little camera turns of the different projects, and like today, and then we can like pop them up on stream and pretend like we're some fancy auction house that's showing off stuff.
Be fun.
That sounds really fun.
Okay.
Like
would you guys like that?
It's actually relatively easy on OBS to have like pre-made little video clips that you just pop up for a second.
Yeah.
So we can make little we can dress up. We can dress up and like put little fancy clothes on.
I mean, I could go as
has to be
Cornelius.
formal. It has to be formal though.
Have my
But everyone can dress up and we can have an auction.
Cornelius.
Yes.
Hat.
We can.
Oh,
it can be old fashioned. It's
Old
Cornelius
fashioned.
selling off all his brother's stuff.
We have magic items here. Magic items. I wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw them, but you can buy them.
Well, I just don't want them in my house anymore.
Vegetable tan leather is good.
And we have to do this quickly because he's coming home next weekend.
I'll be back.
Oh my god, I would love it if they're forced roommates.
But
Like their parents died and left
brother.
them the house, and
Yeah,
neither of them are willing to like move out or give it up.
just being stubborn. Yeah, but
It's like this.
his brother has spells and stuff, so he keeps getting like locked out magically. He's just, or he goes to open the
Reginald!
door and it's just like a
Reginald!
portal to somewhere
Let me in!
else. Stop it! How dare you? Why does East Coast always sound more?
This
fun
is
than
how we
West
come up with
Coast?
characters, by the way.
But yeah, it's true. We just start yammering at each other. Absolutely. So I think that is a grass is greener moment there, Scott, because West Coast sounds so much more fun. Every time I'm in California, first of all, the general style, at least in like my area, the Northeast Massachusetts kind of, is like angry nun is what I would call it, I guess. So like everybody is wearing just all of the clothes they can in like dark tones all the time, nothing really bright and fun, and we all look like this. That's the don't talk to me face. That's the I'm standing in line at a Starbucks and I don't want human conversation to happen to me, so I'm going. That's generally the vibe. Every time I've gone to California, people are like, "What's up?" And they're wearing like nice clothing and pretty colors.
It's just the cold.
Warm. That's the thing. It's the cold. Like all of us, like our.
Because it's. I wouldn't say we're particularly friendly down here, but everyone's wearing like nice clothing in bright colors.
Our New England like pastime is complaining. Like it's too hot in the summertime and it's too cold in the wintertime.
It just sounds like a you problem.
It might be just me. I might be a baby. The grass is always greener and elsewhere. Yes. This one has wares. We should do a whole Khajiit thing while we sell stuff. This one has something tasty. I'll make a little skooma jar.
And at the very end, perhaps I will auction my skooma.
The skooma.
I just send people a bag,
Just
like
a
a jar of
taste.
stand.
Yeah. Just a
Little
taste of the
baggies.
skooma.
Like everything we
Catnip.
send comes with a little baggie.
I would sell little tiny catnip things labeled skooma. And everyone who has a cat can buy
it just stapled onto everything someone wins.
This is just a taster. Get you started.
Just a taste. We'll have to hype that up. Oh, that'll be fun if we do it as Cornelius. It'll be fun to put out something sort of TikTok of like, there's been a lot more demand for this sort of thing than I thought, so we're gonna hold an auction. Come join.
come join. Khajiit has wares, if you have to claim. Live in Montana for a while, it gets stupidly cold. Yeah, no, I don't want to get into like a pissing contest of who's the colder. I think Eric jumps on here sometimes, and he's in Wisconsin. And it's like
He's like, do you want to go winter camping? And you're like, no, and I'm like, yes. And you're like, you're gonna die.
You would die. Yeah.
That's the fun of it, is that
You
you
die?
no. The joke was like he was gonna teach you smithing, so you guys, and like every single shot there has to be me shivering in the background, no matter like you go to turn the camera for a new shot. And we have to like, hold on, Maddie has to move. And then I move to a different like hidden in the corner, just shivering.
Yeah. No. Like I eventually for the show I will do winter camping. Just because I've had a lot of requests for it throughout the years and people are like, you should try winter camping. And I'm like,
I'll suffer with you and I'll suffer more.
You will suffer more. She's cute. She came up here for Halloween time. And she's like, it's fine, I packed a sweater.
I have this sweater.
The Florida sweater is not...
It's the only one I could find!
Yeah, it's like, it's super, it looks like it would be warm, but it's a super light weave, and it covers half, like your half her stomach shows. I'm like, you're going to die. And that's not even that bad during October. She's like, it's so cold. I'm like, it is nothing.
The only thing that was cold was my hands. And I got gloves, and then I was fine. It's still my hands.
Someone's in
For some reason, my hands.
Man, Alaska, you win. we're not even playing.
Now that sweater's my indoor sweater. It's just slightly a little bit. The air conditioning's a little bit cold today.
Oh, the air conditioning's a little bit cold.
Yeah, no, actually, the air conditioning's like it hits hard in Florida because everyone's so scared of the heat outside.
That's true. Rockenar is like, that's just where he likes the cold better because you can always put on more clothes than you can take off. And people get mad when you take off too many clothes, as I've learned recently.
I found out there's a nude beach just south of me. And I'm like...
She's like,
I've never been to one of those.
Everywhere.
Or just people watching.
I would instantly burn. So, like, my everything in general, like, I tan very well. Like, it's really hard to make me burn, except when I went to Florida. I did spend a stupid amount of time outside, like a long time on the beach.
I also left you buried in the sand.
But, I burnt good. It was the first time I'd had a burn in years. I was like, what is this horrible feeling on my back? And it was a real... It's like...
Well, no, you burnt after I left, didn't you?
Yeah, we stayed on the beach for like 2 days solid. Like, we just... From morning until the sun started to set, we were out on the beach. And I never burned, so I didn't even think of it. I burnt. I was like,
dumbass.
I might have to go to the hospital. This is a bad one.
I told you, the sun is like 2 inches from your face.
It was one of those burns that wasn't even red. It was like purple.
Dude.
It was bad. It was like, don't look at me. Like, you just feel the heat radiating off you, but it simultaneously feels cold. I think I'm going into shock. It was not good.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. No, I powered on through, but it was...
When was the last time you've been to Florida? I warned you, the sun's 2 inches from your face.
It's like never. Well, no, that's a lie. I went to Orlando some years ago. Orlando. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter's dope. Real world needs to look like that. I don't understand why we can't have awesome fantasy medieval villages just in life.
So you know how I mentioned the spite laser?
I'm sorry.
So
me.
I've mentioned the
spite laser. Say it again.
I like how every time I've mentioned it to you, you've completely just continued the conversation like I didn't say spite laser whenever it's a normal conversation. So yeah, there's the Hard Rock Casino that is a giant guitar.
Uh-huh.
And Florida has a law that if a building passes a certain like height, they have to put like red lights on top of it for airplanes.
Yeah.
So Disney is like an inch below. He built everything an inch below so it wouldn't have to put the lights. The giant guitar, it's instead of having the neck of the guitar, they cut it off like a little bit after the neck starts, and then they have these massive laser lights that shoot up in this pillar of, like, you can see it from miles and miles away. They're like, oh, we can't put a neck of a guitar without putting weird red light things on? Or they couldn't even build it that high in general because it's, like, right next to the airport. They're like, cool! Giant laser.
I like the thought of, like, oh, we want to put a physical obstacle, but we will blind every pilot who flies over us.
Yeah, no, like, you can, like, when you fly in, it's right near, it's right between like the two major airports in the area.
Oh,
so literally like it's like a half mile from, I think all the planes fly over Griffin, and it's like a half mile south of Griffin, so every plane flies by the spite laser.
Spite, I enjoy this greatly. I support this thing.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm having a hard time, I seek out and it's nighttime, I seek out the spite laser on the horizon, because you can see it.
It is the beacon in the night.
Forever. Because Florida's flat.
Yeah, I noticed. She got all excited that we had hills up here.
Uh-huh.
poor fish. And the fish
I
going
just
to a
stood at the edge
restaurant.
of one and just stared into the ocean for a long time. I'm like, it crashes on the cliffs, and you're
It
like,
does.
it's
Oh,
like
that's
a
right,
movie.
the castle. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Which
it's like
brings
a
me back
movie.
around. Why don't we have more like medieval style towns? I'm thinking that's how it should be. Come to the West Coast, come see our nice forests. You all have dope forests on the West Coast. I really
We
wanna
want to
go.
visit.
Yeah.
I was gonna visit Wolf up in Orlando, but then like both of our schedules got more hectic. And so
It's a weird year. I feel like it's the busiest friggin' year I can remember so far.
yeah.
Like, it's been crazy this year.
I don't know if it's just because we keep adding stuff like little things on and then not figuring shit out in just our lives or something's off, because I just realized that like I've been sent songs by friends and I went to go look at them and I'm like, I don't have time to listen to a song. And then I went, I don't want to live a life that I don't have time to listen to a song.
Yeah. I just need to stop having to sleep. That would help.
Yes, that would help
If I
so
didn't have to
much.
sleep anymore, think of how much skill tree would get done. Guys, figure it out.
That's
for me.
why.
That's why.
That's why. So Crowd says this all the time. Every time I'm like, I just gotta get past this thing and then I'll have some free time. And he's like, Maddie, we both know as soon as you have free time, you're gonna find some random new hobby. Like I had a little bit of free time and now I'm learning to ice skate. Randomly.
Oh, you gotta learn a new skill.
Yeah,
visit
like
Iowa.
boring otherwise.
Man, I'm gonna be traveling around a bit. I should just let y'all know what towns I'm gonna be in. There's 2 of them I'm gonna be real busy in, so probably not. I'm gonna be at the Carolinas at some point, and then in Georgia, but I'll be like super busy in those ones. But I'll be in other ones that I can probably visit y'all at some point, potentially. Does that mean we can use Waddle and Daub? Yes, you can use Waddle and Daub. I think you should use Waddle and Daub for everything. I mean, not everything, but Waddle and Daub is basically mud and hay, or manure and hay. Depends on where you're at. That's what houses used to be made out of. What? Oh, yes. All right. The timekeeper says time has been timing.
And it takes us 50 minutes to say goodbye.
50 minutes to say goodbye. Yeah, we basically moved to 8 anyways, because it takes us a little bit. Yeah, we're doing a clever world tour. Yeah, my work is carrying me around the world a little bit.
Even if your work doesn't take you places, like it'd be cool to do it. We've talked about wanting to do like a little tour around all the monkeys we want to do collabs with, and just do like a loop.
Yeah, I know we gotta visit
Monkey World Tour.
I really want to visit. I think we should figure out how to visit Corso Workshop, because homie's in Malta. That's basically paradise. So. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'd call where I live paradise, but you came down here and nearly had to go to the hospital because you burnt yourself so bad.
I mean,
you think it's gonna be better over there?
I did spend just like 2 full days bareback in the sun. It's my own fault. I think you who live down there would burn.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
It was
like
it was a bad time.
I don't go outside. I'd burn normally. You know the true Floridians, the pale ones.
It was a miscalculation on my part for sure.
All right.
Yes, we will go now. I was visit Rock and I. I'm going to go finish your sheath so that I can then record the talking head, so Maddie doesn't have to stay up till like 3 a.m. editing.
Probably will anyway.
She probably will anyways. Even when I finish it early, I think she just likes it. She waits until the end. She's like, when have you
finished it earlier?
I have at some point.
When?
Fairly recently. I know for a fact I finished and I gave you something on a Tuesday and you didn't start editing it until Wednesday night.
No, I started it. I just also had a College of Lore, I think, at that week.
Anyways. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us.